I'm standing here with Jesus Christ. Jesus, there have been a few rumors going around that you were crucified because you lost a bet. Is this true?
No, that is a common misconception. You see, my father does not approve of betting. It was my father's will for me to die. There are two main reasons why I had to die. One was legal reasons. I, for some reason, was charged with blasphemy. Also, I died in order to forgive sins.
Jesus, why is it after you were crucified that people believed that you were the Son of God?
You see, after I was crucified, there was a series of events that made people believe that I really was the Son of God.
What were they?
You see, there was a series of events that made people believe in me. One was a series of weather-related events. There was an earthquake and a solar eclipse. Also, the curtain in the temple ripped in two. My tomb was also involved. The guards that were guarding my tomb fell asleep, and when they awoke, the giant boulder had been destroyed, and my body was gone.
Wow, Jesus, that is awesome. Tell me, how can I attain salvation?
All you have to do is believe and understand my word, and follow the 10 Commandments.
Would you say them for me?
I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember to keep holy the Sabbath day. Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods.
Jesus, I hear that you are a wonderful storyteller. Would you mind sharing one with us?
Sure I will. One of my favorites is the prodigal son. There once was a man who had 2 sons. One son was very wise. The other was foolish. When they became of age, the father gave them a share of the farm. The wise son partners with his father. The foolish son sells his half and uses it to gamble. The foolish son loses all of his money. So the son is so poor that he begs a farmer to eat the pig slop that he used to feed the pigs. Then he decided to ask his father to become one of his servants. Before he gets to the farm, his father sees him. His father is overjoyed to see him, that they have a huge celebration. Meanwhile, the wise son is jealous because of the celebration. The wise son does not understand why they are celebrating. The father tells the wise son, "Everything I have is yours. But your brother was lost, and now he has been found. We must celebrate his safe return."
So the moral is that everyone can be forgiven? That's awesome. Can you tell me another story?
No, I cannot tell, but I can show you. Roll the Good Samaritan films.
But he said unto Jesus, And who is my neighbor? And Jesus answering said, A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment, and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. And likewise a Levite, when he was at the place, came and looked on him, and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him, and went to him, and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. And on the morrow, when he departed, he took out 2 pence, and gave them to the host, and said unto him, Take care of him, and whatsoever thou spendest more, when I come again, I will repay thee. Which now of these 3, thinkest thou, was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? And he said, He that showed mercy on him. Then said Jesus unto him, Go and do thou likewise.
Wow, those Lego people really were cool. I know now that we need to help our neighbors. Now, Jesus, tell me, why did the Romans fear your teaching?
Under Roman law, anyone who claimed to be a king was guilty of rebellion. They were afraid that I was going to try and overthrow Caesar. And the usual punishment for this was crucifixion.
Well, Jesus, it was nice to hear from you. I just have one more question for you, just out of curiosity. Will the world really end in 2012?
Well...
Well, folks, that's the news, and I am out of here.